I've been honestly trying to think about how to talk to y'all about what's going on in America. There's cities on fire. My city's burning. People are protesting in the streets about the injustice in America. And there's still people who are saying that there's no injustice in America. There's no racism, that all lives matter. And of course, all lives matter. But you're missing the key component when people say Black Lives Matter. It's because we don't feel like our lives matter to some people in America. And you know, last week at End of Week Formation, we had people saying that they feel like the protests are gonna go nowhere, that people are just rioting, and how can you get anything done when you're doing that? And it really just made me think that you must be able to see through the noise that's going on right now. That when people show up to protest peacefully, they're showing up to protest peacefully. When people show up to riot and loot, they're showing up to riot and break stuff. They're showing up to steal stuff. So it was kind of like it's kind of like a good versus evil aspect if you think about that. There's always going to be good and there's always going to be evil. Just because there's people doing bad things and evil things, you can't let that outshine the people doing the right things. So people peacefully protesting, keep doing y'all. People rioting and looting, that's the negativity of that side. But coronavirus, people don't have jobs no more. A lot of people don't have jobs no more and can't feed their families. And I'm not saying looting or rioting is right, because it's definitely wrong. It's breaking property, it's destroying our nation. But we have to really realize, what is the problem here? People are mad. People see and feel the injustice. Moms and dads and brothers and sisters and aunts and tias are all losing family members to violence. People are being shot. Kids are being shot. Now this brings me back to growing up as a kid. I didn't really realize what it meant to be black until I became an adult. My mom wouldn't let me play with guns when I was a kid, like toy guns. She wouldn't let me play with Nerf guns, any of that stuff, laser guns, like lasers, none of that stuff. She wouldn't let me go outside the house with a do-rag on. She wouldn't let any of that happen, right? I couldn't go into stores with hoodies on. I couldn't touch things whenever I was a kid because my mom didn't want me to. Until I became an adult and I started seeing young black men, teenagers, kids murdered on TV, that's when it really started to click. A young boy being shot because of a toy gun that they had. I didn't really understand that until I became an adult and I saw why my mom took the measures she did. So, being black in the army, there's gonna be people who are gonna say that the army is racist. There's gonna be people who say that America is racist. But that goes back to that good versus evil thing. If you think that an institution is racist, then you're gonna take away from all the good, the people who are good, who are in that institution. Now, I'm not saying that we need to sit by and let the institution just carry on. It takes the good people in that institution, that organization, to change it, to become a force multiplier, to be the good, the shining in that organization. So the United States Army, they have so many measures in place when it comes to racism, when it comes to injustice. And I feel like we're living in a moment in time right now. This will be recorded in the history books. I do truthfully believe that the Army, America, is just getting better every single day that I'm alive on this planet, this earth, and this world, which are all the same things. For all of you young people, all you young Americans, if you're thinking about joining the military and you're thinking about the injustice and you're thinking about why would I want to fight for a country that doesn't love me, for being black, I really do think that you should think about, why do you want to serve this great country? Because like I said, having people in an institution, an organization who are racist or who just don't know how to treat people right, that doesn't mean that that's how that organization is as a whole. So join the military, because Black Lives Matter and justice, all of this will be remembered in history. 2020 is going down in the history books. Racism is in the military, racism is everywhere. But that doesn't make the military racist. And as a leader, I feel like you need to be able to differentiate between racism and when an institution or organization is racist. America's come a long way. We still have further to go. But remember, America has been through so much and we're still shining. Just like a line graph, we're gonna go up and down and keep on going. And that's what makes us one of the greatest nations on this planet. So Black Lives Matter and justice in America, we're gonna get through this. But I do want everyone to have an open mind when it comes to listening to people talk about injustice. When you see people peacefully protesting, when you see them on the news, before you make a comment about all lives matter, because all lives do matter, but you gotta dive deeper into why people are saying Black Lives Matter. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really tried to put my thoughts and condense all of my thoughts about racism and injustice into this small video. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, just hit me up in the comments section. That being said, I'm out.